All right, what up? Welcome back to another video. Um, so essentially, I'm just gonna teach you like a another way of kind of gluing together drums and bass, as far as like um, mixing, and also like this is kind of something I do like when I'm producing um, and mixing at the same time. So it's it's always good. Well, I pretty much learned on like MPC and mainly Machine, but and then I switched over to MPC for a minute, but the workflow was a little off, so um, I just kind of went back to like producing like in Logic. I don't even really have a sampler anymore, but so we'll get some drums loaded up, rock with some stolen drums. Get that. And so I'm just gonna get a drum track going and then a bass line going, and then kind of show you how I route them and what plugins I use to just get some good saturation out of it. Realistically, it's just like saturation upon saturation. Um, and you realize how thick and full the drums get, and you kind of ask yourself like, dang, do I even need to really EQ anything? Because a lot of times I find myself just putting this as like a preset and then just running all my drums through it, um like it was like a piece of analog gear. So let's go. I'll just rock with some basic. Like that. And if you're not familiar with this is just XO. Kind of just stay within this pocket. And just get a quick little eighth hi-hat. Dope, got the drum groove going. Let's add like a quick like 251 bass line, okay? So right here I just have Sublab XL loaded up. Um, one thing I learned one thing I kept in mind when I learned mixing, or when I was teaching myself mixing, is frequencies are just kind of like frequencies, and they just operate a certain like frequency range in space. And when I found like Sublab, it was kind of like, it was just dope because it was just sub frequencies all in one just to operate that space, and it's pretty much what you need underneath like these drums, because you'll hear it right now. Okay, we'll go with like F minor. just record that in real quick. So always happens. Excuse me. Do that. I didn't even remember this was. Okay, for sure. Double tape this real quick. And just for OCD measures, I'll run this MIDI over. So cool. So here's the concept. Like, first off, we're just gonna kind of level the sub against the drums. So right now it's kind of clashing. So I'll just run this gain track way below. And what I'm looking for, and I'm just doing this on my headphones, but I'm looking for like the punch of the kick to kind of carry the sub to be the transient, okay? And it's definitely up to taste, but we're gonna keep in mind that we're gonna boost later. So like as far as taste goes, another thing I've always kept in mind is like less is definitely more. Pause. And if you hear that very subtle sub in the back, that is definitely more than enough to kind of keep the track lively without getting too overdrowned with the sub. So let's hear it again, and we can definitely add more if we want. So it was about 38. I wouldn't be mad if we kept it here too, but I want to hear that kick like pop, so I'm gonna keep it right here. Happy medium, 31. Because when this note hits right here, it's nice. The only other thing that I wish Logic had, and well, I guess it's just me being lazy, but it's just like to what is it? To tune these kicks. Like these kicks aren't tuned with the sub, so that would be like ideal, but because it's hip hop, it's kind of like screw it, don't even matter. So dope. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna run this. Yeah, we'll just run it to a bus. Call it bus 2. And then what we're gonna do is add this multi effects fat, and then we'll go dual mono. And then go ahead and kind of just copy these settings, but generally I just have, what do I have? The distortion. What else do I have on there? Is that all I have on there? This was a preset that I made a long time ago, and I just kind of made I just made it the default. So I think I just have the distortion right here, saturation, and then right here, soft limiting, output, mix, and then the input. You can definitely just mess around with these, but this is very subtle, and It's kind of what you want. So already here. Like it's already busting, like, and then it'll also tell you like, yo, like the snare is already, it's already kind of smacking too hot. It's too hot. So we'll bring this down. Even that hi-hat, if that's too much for your taste. Okay, so that's the first one off rip, like Fat Effects, and then I know these are like cost money, but this is like my go-to. Just run this. And then this T, and then keep in mind this is the mix is already all the way up, so we'll run this drive up to like 4, and then just start mixing this in. Dope. And then even that kick, like I'll getting somewhere. And then last, I won't go too OD on it, but pause. Run this through. This one's my favorite for saturation. And then I'll rock with this hip hop preset. And then just mess with the input. See, it's not even. And that's pretty much it with the windows down. If you have any questions or anything, or any videos you want me to get to, just drop it down in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.